CSS battle time. Ugh. Okay, before I get into that, I wanted to see the top solutions from yesterday. 160. Interesting. Okay, so they did use 3 elements instead of trying to get clever with the HTML. So there's no... Oh, and they did scale. Whoa, 1.55.6? Is it taking that as 2 parameters, but the, one's 1.55 and one's 0.6, or what's happening there? And then they have it again here on the second paragraph tag. That is fascinating. They only have, they have 2 rotates. That's pretty cool. Okay. Wow. That's elaborate. Border. Okay, so they're doing border to get the HTML the right color. I think. Make it blue. Background. I don't know. Alright. Well, there's some interesting ways to go about it. Okay. Well, let's get to today's battle. I was close numbers wise, character count wise, but if I'm within 15, I'm pretty happy. All right, for this one, I will put in the description how I do. We have kind of looks almost like a key, like one of those wind up key kind of things. Oh, if only box shadow alone would work for this, or border. There's a thing where box shadow like loses its radius, but I don't think that's enough of a difference here for that to happen. Because a box shadow inset would be ideal on that. I mean, let's style up something. Let's do the simple wise. I'm gonna go ahead and say the background is gonna be that, right? And that's gonna be true for everything, because our box shadow inset is what's gonna get the green color if we do this. So let's do an outline. Someone suggested this the other day, 2 pixels, solid, and let's go white so we can see where the body is. An outline doesn't mess up the, it's outside of the border box, so it won't mess up my sizing. So border, radius, and I'm going to try to approach this as little border radius as possible, like 50 pixels or something. And let's margin this down to be that upper element. So like 50 on the top, that's too much. It's going to be more like 30, I bet. Okay, let's go 35. Okay. And then the sides is going to be like 45. Oops. There we go. And then bottom is going to be like 160. Ooh, I was actually pretty close. 145. Weird numbers, but we're all right. Okay, let's jump this up to 60. Okay. All right, so we have this. We have our shape there. Let's go box, shadow, inset. And what is it going to be? It's going to be from here, 43, so 45 to 76, which is 30. So 0, 0, 0, and 30 pixels. And we still have a radius. Look at it. No, it didn't shrink because we're not past that 60 pixel mark. Let's see, if we go to 40, 50, 60, it's the size of the element. Okay. I wonder if I do 50%, that's way too much. Okay, so 60 pixels is the right amount. Box shadow inset won't work. How do I want to do this? Okay, I don't think there's a way to eliminate that border radius. Let's leave that there so we can see it. I don't think there's a way to eliminate that border radius with something like box shadow or border. Not on this scale. I guess maybe if we zoomed, it would be a different scale. We just have to jump everything up. No, I think the ratio would still be the same, even though it's a different scale. The ratio is going to be the same, so it won't matter. You know, it'll still be double, you know, or whatever, and the relationship between border radius and how much we can box shadow inset is still going to be the same. So the question is, do I still use a box shadow to color the lime green? Because that'll probably work on this lower element without border radius. And do I want to translate border radius into font so that I can remove it that way? Because I think I have to make this square something separate. But if it has a box shadow inset, that won't work. It's a very simple shape to make. It's just trying to make it in as little code as possible is where I'm running into trouble. I could do a border. I think a border might be the way to go because then I could just change color. Yeah, I think I'll do a border on this element. Solid. And we're going to do it the lime green. Okay. Now, that actually didn't change our shape too much. But look at this. So you see over in that left-hand side, over on towards this end, it looks like it's offset by the tiniest bit. I can just jump the border up because it doesn't matter like if this is 30 or 35, right? Right? Or even 36 or 32? Let's do 32 because then if I do need to translate that into font and eliminate the border, oh, but I do need it to be a set amount because look, this one, 155 probably to 185. Yeah, that needs to be 30. So I need my border to be 30. Oh, that's a dirty little trick right there. Alright, I'm not going to worry about it at the moment. I just know I'll have to address it later. So, if I put in a p tag, and we're just going to put, you know what? It's almost midnight here. I need to just get something on the table. Let's just make life easy. We're not going to do a rotate on this one. Trying to think. What I want to do is just have the p tag be like the vertical piece, right? And I'm wondering if, yeah, on the last one we can just change color and its sizing, and the border itself can be that dark color. Like the element, this looks like it's 60, yeah, it's 60 pixels across or whatever. Then let's test it. Let's see. Right at 60, 120. Yeah, 60. Okay, so a border of 30 pixels with an element that has no height and just width will look like that, and I just have to change the color. So I think that is what I'm going to do. Okay, so this one's going to be, we're going to do top bottom padding, let's say just 100, and then left right is going to be like 10. Okay, and then we have this tall, narrow thing, our font. Let's get rid of our border radius. I want border to carry down. I want border radius to not. I think I will use font to do that. 16 goes into that 3 times to 48. And then we have 12 pixels, which is 3/4, which is 3.75. Okay, right? Yes. That looks good. And so then I can say font 0. Oh yeah, I remember. I remember now. That has to come at the end if we're gonna get rid of those extra characters. Okay. So we have this. The top border I'm not gonna worry about because we're gonna layer the square, the last p tag up on top of this thing. So I'll have to overwrite the padding. I have to. Yeah, this is a bad solution. I'm having to duplicate too much code. Let's change our width like 15, and let's margin this. Okay. Our height is clearly too much. 60, something like that. Okay. Let's get our diff on so I can see my height. 20, that's about right. $81? Ooh. I don't know. None of that looks right. That top part will get covered. I'm not worried about that. What I'm worried about is 21 and 81. That just seems... Do I need a 0.5? I don't like 0.5s. Okay. Let's leave that. We'll come back to that in a moment. I do think that's going to be a partial pixel. Okay, let's get our last p tag down and call it a night. Padding is going to be 0 and like 50. And then we're going to change color. So we actually have to pull this off the border to make this work because we have to reassign color. That's less than a variable still. Color is going to be this. We can get rid of the thing there. We can add in our second p tag and see what it looks like. There it is. And we'll just jump up that width. Let's margin it into place. And that's pretty good for getting an element put together, just padding and color. I don't mind that. That part's efficient. 0. Ooh, it's almost there. We just need a little bit longer. Five, 1, 1, 2. Oof. I don't like this. I think this is going to end up being oof. Let's hit submit. I know we're not at 100%. There's no way. There's no way. And these are weird margin values. 99.3%. Let's see if that helps it. I think we've got that little bit sticking out at the end. 99.1, it's worse. Oh boy. This really tells me I did a bad solution. When I'm going less, I'm getting further away with all of this. Okay, so 21, 81. Let's hit submit there. Let's see what that does. I'm gonna be pixel pushing. I'll do it for a little bit, and then I might have to just say I did bad. 96. Why does it look so weird? 99.6. That's a little bit better. Whoa. What is it? What are those things sticking down right there? This border's like moved up into it. Oh, my height isn't enough. Okay. Well, let's do this. Let's see what happens with a 31 pixel border. Let's move everything. Okay. Padding. 14, no. 15. It's too much. That's a weird animal noise. Could be anything. Could be foxes. Could be... Okay, no, none of that seems right. So we can't go 31. I mean, it helps on this end of things. Let's watch, drop this down to 95. Like, let's hit submit. I think it's going to be just as bad. That is just a bad looking diff right there. 98.7, yeah, we're farther away. This is just a mess. Okay, so 30 pixels was it. Everything's unhappy. This is 21, 81, 82, 83. This does need to be 15. That does look like 81. Our upper one needs to move down a bit. One, that seems better. It needs to be wider or over one. But then it sticks out on the end there. $99.5. Okay, I have an idea. Box shadow inset. We're going to move 10 pixels to the right and 0. And our color is set to light green. Don't want light green. We actually want the dark color. Wait. Let's, hold on. Let's get rid of that. I want, oh, I do want light green. I do want light green. So that is actually on point. There. What I did is I just did the little box shadow to hide this edge here. Let's see if we get to 99.9 now. Oh, I need to change it to rim. It's messed up this bottom one because we have that box shadow on it now too. 10 pixels, which is 5/8, which will be um, 0.5, 0.62 m. Okay, so that's also getting overwritten by the font now. Oh, you know what I could do? It doesn't matter how big this one is. Silly me. Let's save a couple characters. Okay, did we do anything good here though? We're at 98.6, 99.5. Okay. I'm I like have to delete this and start over if I want to get 100%. I'm not gonna lie, I think that's the only way to really get this is just scorch earth it because I'm gonna be pixel pushing everything and there's no telling which side exactly. Yeah, I think that's better. Is the problem. You know, it's like, do I need to do like a 14.8? I mean, that looks pretty good. Does it go up? Do we get a 99.6 now? No. No, see, it went down. So let's go back to 15. And I did do that 81.5. Let's hit that. Let's see if that goes up. 99.1. That went down. So 81.5, even though it looks better on the diff, is worse. Oh no, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I gotta let go. Let's try this. Border width. $99. It's worse. Oh. There we go. Let's hit a submit. This is just a mess. Okay. So, I mean, I tried getting rid of that line over there with my margin, and it makes things worse. Right? 98. Yeah, it went down. It went down. My padding. Let's see if I change that and do the 81. Yeah, I don't think I should be pixel pushing this. This is just a waste of time. Just a waste of time. I messed this one up. Yeah, I'm so far away. I am, and and I don't know if I'm even chasing it right. Is it here? Is it this thing up here still? There's no telling. Do I need to do a 0.5 on the margin? Do I need 32 pixels for the, or 31.5? No, that's too much. 32 is too much. 31 seems about right. Negative 0.5. That doesn't seem right. Nope. Yeah, it's rendering the same. I don't know why I'm still doing this. I'm sitting here saying I need to let go, but It's hard to let go. I want 100%. Who doesn't? All right. Yeah. No. That's it. That's good. We're done. I'll put in the description like I always do. This was a big mess. Didn't get anywhere. Always read the description first before you waste time watching this. All right. Well, I guess that was something. Have a good night.